Congressman Jeff Miller holding a special teleconference town hall meeting to talk about the oil spill. He's also going to be taking questions. We now join that teleconference town hall meeting.
Thank you for the work. We listened to the Commandant this afternoon, and he was able to give us some detailed information. But if I know you have a limited amount of time, if you don't mind, could you just give folks here along the Florida Gulf Coast, the Panhandle region, an idea of what's going on with the Coast Guard?
Yeah, sure, Congressman. Again, thank you for having me. And it was great seeing you on that overflight yesterday. And let me say it's a special privilege for me to be able to talk to the citizens of your district because I am a resident over there. So this is especially important to me to address any questions or concerns folks have. We're working hard, sir. We're working hard. We've got a multi-layered approach to this problem. We're attacking this spill offshore. We're attacking it in the near shore. We're preparing our bays, our inlets, and we're preparing to fight this thing on all fronts. BP, the responsible party, has been aggressive. They've worked with us to do the best that we can collectively. And let me say, we've got tremendous support and from the Escambia County, from Santa Rosa County, all the counties, the coastal counties over there in Florida. We feel that we're pretty linked in with the emergency operations centers, and we want to take a real comprehensive and integrated approach. This is what we call in the Sea Services an all-hands evolution, Congressman, and that's our approach.
Well, I thank you very much. Can you give us an idea? We were talking about the dome that BP has been having constructed and what the estimated time is of being able to get it on station and possibly down to the seafloor.
The dome strategy is being run out of Houston primarily because it is an engineering challenge to place a cofferdam or dome over the leak at 5,000 feet. So they've got all the scientists out of Houston. But what I can offer, sir, is what I heard the chief operating officer from BP say today when he was here in Mobile, and that was that it could take 6 days to get the cofferdam out there on scene and deployed. Of course, that doesn't mean that we're immediately going to know what the impacts and the effects are, but we're looking at perhaps a week before that dome is put in place and we can have a good assessment of its impact.
Thank you, and what I'd like to do is go through and maybe have John Tarpley with NOAA, if you feel like you can give us a little bit of an estimate about what's happening out there from NOAA's standpoint.
Okay, sure. Again, John Tarpley, I'm the Scientific Support Coordinator, and we provide support to the U.S. Coast Guard and the Unified Command here. Basically what we're seeing, we're monitoring the spill from many different angles. We're using the highest altitude, we're using satellites. We have a number of different aircraft on scene that are surveying the slick with different sensors. And then we have human beings in helicopters surveying it with their eyes, and that are well calibrated because they're flying it every day we can with weather providing. So we're looking at this physically. We're also modeling it with oceanographic models using Navy currents, using every current meter that's on every rig out in the Gulf. Every university really have pulled out all the stops on getting the data and actually even putting sensors on scene so we know exactly what the currents are doing. So it is creating a high confidence with our models and with our observations as to where the oil is going. Where the oil is right now is it continues, even after this storm we've had the last few days, the oil continues to be out in the Gulf. The closest to this region is it's about 30 miles still south of Mobile Bay or Dauphin Island, and even further from the Pensacola area. What we see out there on that leading edge is basically silver sheen. These are very, very thin layers of oil, 1 or 2 molecules thick, not unlike what you might see at the gas station or something running down the gutter. So they are big areas, they're vast areas of sheen, but they tend to weather. This is a light crude oil. It tends to weather pretty well. It evaporates and mixes in with the water and disperses throughout. So right now it's favorable in terms of postponing, I guess, shoreline impacts.
Okay, thank you. I was looking at the latest...
News Radio 1620 live coverage of Congressman Jeff Miller's teleconference town hall meeting.
It appears, that at one point it had come over considerably to the east, but now maybe the winds and tides are going to push it back towards the Louisiana, Mississippi area. Is that true?
Right. We do see that kind of lobe going out to the east, and I think as you see in our multi-day trajectories, that it does sort of disappear. And I think that's just from the weathering that happens. There is a trend right now to start pushing it to the west a little bit around the bird split.
Okay.